It's Friday, and you might not know what that means, but welcome everybody to the Great Bead Extravaganza Gift Guide 2023, 2022. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm Alex. This is Abby. We are the Bead Place. We have some amazing presenters today, but this is a quick gift guide.
Yeah,
so
specifically quick.
But thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight. If you're not yet joined the Great Bead Extravaganza, head on over there. That link will hopefully be in the chat at some point. But
working on it now.
Yeah, we're getting there. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out with us tonight. I don't know if you ladies want to introduce yourselves and the companies you're with, but yeah.
Sounds good. Heather, do you want to say a little bit about yourself and who you are, and we'll work on sharing while everybody introduces themselves?
Hello, Heidi. Hello, Patty. Hello, Tina. Hello, Sally. Motor Crafts. Welcome, welcome.
Did you invite Heather to go first? I was trying to catch up here.
Oh no, I was just suggesting that everybody say hi and introduce themselves as we share.
I think her volume is probably on her hand device, and so
technical difficulty.
But I'll go first. I'm Sarah Ayler from softluxcompany.com. And I'm super excited tonight. I've got a couple of really fun ornaments that I want to show you and some great gift guide ideas for this holiday season to explore getting creative, to give gifts, but also to give the gifts of creativity to those that you love. So we're going to have a great time tonight. I think we have about 5 different companies that are going to show you really cool ideas, and it is going to be great. So whatever holiday you celebrate at this time of year, we are ready for you. I'm going to pass the torch over to Jamie Yoshida. Do you have volume, Jamie Yoshida?
I hope so. Do you hear me? Okay. We are the Bead Gallery in Honolulu, Hawaii. Jamie and Jason over here. He's monitoring us on our Facebook page, so to make sure that we can hear each other. And for some reason, Christmas snuck up on us this year. I don't know why. We know 1 year in advance it's coming, right? And then like 1 week or 2 weeks before, I'm like, what fun things can we make? I don't know if you beaders out there feel similarly, like you have stuff, you have stash, and yet right when Christmas hits, you want to make something different or new or exciting. Mm-hmm. And so this year, we're going to show you some super easy projects. I mean, like each one, well, most of them are less than 10 minutes. And when you see them, you'll be like, I can make that in a minute. And I hope you like them.
Keep going. Keep talking.
But I'm going to show them to you in just a little bit when we get back to our camera.
We are still on camera, so we're just going to do this real quick.
Oh, Jason is getting the back camera ready, so you can just get a little peeky at what we want to show you.
Very fun.
Is it working? Okay.
Good deal. So, Heather, are we, just to kind of get things going a little bit, Heather, are you on, is your volume on?
You'll need to add her hand camera for you to hear her.
Oh, thank you.
Her microphone's attached to her hand camera.
Gotcha.
Nope. It is muted as well.
Okay. Well, we have Heather here from Humblebees, and we'll work on getting her volume on. We also have Candy Cooper joining us, and she is working on joining the stream as well. So without any further ado, let's turn things over to Sarah. And
Heather's unmuted now.
Okay, well, let's turn things over to Sarah just so that she can get going on her project, and we'll do the rest
and get everybody else settled in. Okay, so if you can add my hand cam and then highlight it, that would be great. Thanks, guys. Okay, so I wrote down a whole list. I'm only supposed to have like 5 minutes, but I look at my list of things that I want to tell you. I'm kind of crazy that way. So first and foremost, I love the holiday season. I have 3 young kids, and in fact, I'm going first because we're going to a tree lighting tonight in my little town, and I love all of the events. I love making gifts for all the people that I love, and I love teaching how to make gifts as well. So I always do ornaments every single year, and this year is no different. I did a brand new ornament that I've never done before in this little bell shape. And I'm going to show you how to make the form for it. And then you can go see the entire project on Instagram for Softflex Company. I put up an Instagram reel today that showed it from beginning to end. So first and foremost, one of my gift guide ideas is to check out our design kits. We have 2 of them in the shop right now at softflexcompany.com. This one is really special because it's for the Great Bead Extravaganza event that is coming up on January 14th and 15th. So during my presentation with Kristen, I will be using this kit, or Kristen will be using this kit, and you can make along with us. Will you guys feature my hand cam? There it goes. So you can get this kit now. It's ready to go and it's shipping out. We wanted to get it out a little early because we know how busy this time of year is. So my suggestion is you can either have someone buy this for you as a gift if you want to try one of our design kits. Or what I love to do is I love to come up with ways that I can visit with people that don't live near me by doing things like this design kit together. So buy yourself one, ship one to a friend, and then show up for the day for the 14th when we're doing it and make along with us, or pick your own day afterward and replay the video together and make along with us. I think it's a lot of fun. Our kits come with everything you can imagine: wire, beads, findings, all sorts of things. So it's really a great thing for even a beginner beader. All they're going to need is some basic crimping pliers and cutters to get going with that. So as far as the ornaments go, I make them in wire every single year, like I said, and I make a bunch of different shapes. So in past years, I've made Christmas trees in many different forms using our Softflex craft wire. I've also made some really fun stars these are one of my favorites. Stars where you make the shape on the wig jig, and then I just wrapped a thinner gauge of craft wire around it to decorate it. I've also made a snowman, which I just think is so adorable. And you can tie that little ribbon around his neck to give him a little bit of charm. But this year I decided I was going to try doing a bell shape. And it was pretty easy. I was surprised how easy it was. So I just took some of my 18 gauge Softflex craft wire. It comes in many colors, as you can see here, and lots of really fun Christmas colors as well as our metallic colors. And these aren't all of the colors. These are just some of them. So I took the 18 gauge and I'm just going to make this shape real fast and show you how easy this is. So you can figure out shapes really easily by looking at those metal cookie cutters that you see at this time of year to kind of get an idea of where the little bends are in whatever shape it is that you're trying to create. You're just going to take a round nose plier and make your first loop like so. You're just going to slide it into place on your first peg of your jig. This is an Olympus light wig jig that you can find on the Softflex Company website. This is a super peg. It's a separate part that you buy that just makes it easier to make bigger circles. And then I'm just going to gently guide the wire around the pegs to make the shape that I want. And then once I get it into that shape and it feels pretty good, I'm just going to cut off my wire and I'll have basically the shape that I need. Then I come in, I always kind of eyeball it. Where do I want that to bend over? I come in with my chain nose plier and just make a 90-degree angle, hold on to it and wrap. And I just go once around the top. And there you've got that beautiful shape. You always want to work harden your ornament so it's not going to pull out of that shape too easily. So I use a little tool called the wire whacker. You can also find this on our website. You're basically going to set this on the side and you're going to whack this down several times, and it's just going to harden up that shape so that it doesn't pull out too easily. And then last but not least, you get to do the decorating. And I just took a little 26 gauge wire and added some beads, and you just wind it around the end, add more beads, wind again, and you just go down the whole thing. So you can do lots of different shapes. It's a lot of fun. I hope you will give it a try. And everything that I showed you today, you can find on softflexcompany.com. Again, if you want to see the whole project, go to Softflex Company's Instagram page. And the last thing I wanted to mention was, in addition to that beautiful cozy mountain retreat kit that we have here, we also have a Make-A-Wish design kit. It's our monthly kit. We do one every month. And this one's really special because 10% of the sales are going to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. You can also find that on our website. And the reveal date for that is the last Wednesday of December, 12/28. So you have to buy your kit by December 28th. It again would make a fantastic kit if you, or a gift if you want to do it with someone else. So buy yourself one, ship one to someone else. And we are actually giving them away for free if your order is over $99. So please go check that out on our website too. I think that's it for me. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
All right.
Alex.
Thank you so much. All right. Well, next on the list that we see here is Jamie. Jamie, are you ready? Let's make sure Jamie's unmuted. Hold on one second, Jamie.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
I unmuted, and now we're going to flip the camera.
There we go.
Awesome.
You are good to go.
I have some earrings to show you guys, and I'm going to talk about, okay, so we had like a 3-minute, well, I thought we had a 3-minute time limit. So then I was like, okay, how many things can I show in 3 minutes? So I'm going to wait for Jason to flip the camera and come down. And let us see. Here we go. These are super easy projects, okay? First of all, we got these really ridiculously cute cookies in. They're resin clay. One is, oh my gosh, check this out. One is like a little cutie star, and the other is a Christmas tree. Now, I'm only hearing silence because I think like Abby is muted right now and Sarah, but I kind of wish they weren't so that they could be saying how cute these are with me. They almost have like that Japanese, like
Japanese how cute.
Cutesy.
Very kawaii.
You guys want a pair? Oh my gosh, I have to, you know who I have to send these to? Sarah for her girls and some for Abby, you know, like people with the kids. I've been wearing them. So this is my earring. And to make mine spruced up, I put vintage table cut 24 karat beads on mine. So these are gold outside of, they're about 100 years old from my collection. But doesn't it look so good with these? So you can put whatever you want with these. And I think they are, you get 6 of these cookies, or 5 of these cookies for $6. So cute. And the other thing that I wanted to do this year that was new is taking this big resin Christmas tree. I love pink, so I just had to have it. And it's even more like cutesy with this bow. That's a tiara cast bow. And I just wanted to share something with you all as an idea. If you're giving out earrings as Christmas gifts, you know that a sterling silver ear wire, and if you made somebody 4 pairs of earrings, it kind of gets pricey, right? So if you use one of these sterling silver leverbacks, just 1 pair, you can switch out whatever you want like that. So then if you're like, okay, Christmas is over and you want to wear just a pearl on here, you can include a basic wire wrap pearl, and then you can tell your friends and family, this is what you do. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can just switch it out for fun with. Do I have anything near me? Here. So you can take this then and switch it out. So then you can constantly change the same pair of earrings out from one. I love that. So that way, all of the expense and all the luxury items on your gift will be the goodies hanging on here, like a pair of Tahitian pearls. And you have some resin, plastic, cute holiday things on the same ear wire. So that's just the tip. Now, what if you have a friend that doesn't wear jewelry? Well, no worries. You can give them something with aromatherapy. So this has a crystal on it. It has a lava star that you can scent. Because it's lava, it has a lot of holes, and the holes will take in any of the essential oils that you want to put on and make it smell good. We have a video that shows you how to make this. And so all of these items I put onto the website. So Jason and I made the website have a collection. So the collection is on the homepage, and it's named that's called the Holiday Gift Guide. Holiday Gift Guide on the homepage, as seen on today's Great Bead Extravaganza show. Abby, thank you so much for hosting this. You are a dolly. And so if you like these bells, those are also on the homepage. But look, if you mix cookies and bells, you can make a cookie bell bracelet. And because it is resin, it's lightweight. Isn't that cute? I love it.
That's so cute.
Thank you, Abby. So these are just some ideas on what you can make really, really easy, because you know what? This chain is unsoldered. This is also good. I'll put this up after we hang up, but I'll put this up because you can open up each link. Since it's unsoldered, you just open it up, pop on your bell, pop on your charm. So if you want to use a secondary jump ring, you can. If not, you can just put it right on there. Adorable. What else? Oh, these earrings. This is a chain that already has these little balls on there. We ran out because it was just so cute. We'll have them next year, but in the meantime, you can take any piece of chain, jump ring some goodies on there, and make your own little fluff above a tree. What else do I have to show you? So we did aromatherapy. So that is on the homepage. It comes in 2 colors. So if you're more oceany or more sand beachy, we have the cookies. Oh, this has been like our #1 seller. I think it's because these are gold-plated brass. They are so priced happily. Oh my gosh. You will just be like, what? You can get like, is it a bag of 24 something for
$9.
$9. So I put 2 onto a recycled glass bead and just wire wrapped it. And then this made it look so luxe. It took just a plain old ball. I'll show you what it looked like, the before and after, so you can be like, wahoo, plain old ball. And here is the after. If you have Swarovski crystal pearls in a 12 millimeter or 14 millimeter, it looks so good. So let me hold that up so you can admire how pretty these brass but gold plated cypress wreath bead caps are. I love how they cover so much of the bead, but still looks really good.
Ornament.
Okay, that I think is everything. And I hope I stayed within our time limit, because I don't know. I find it always such a good challenge to try. I'm going to take the front camera really quick, and I'll show you what these earrings look like on, so you can see for size. All the pieces are on the homepage, thebeadgallery.com. So here is the pink tree. Here is the one with the bead cap, and my other Christmas earring with the cookie, tree, and the star, which I think are so cute. Okay, take it away, Abs.
Sorry, thank you so much, Jamie. So next on the screen, I see Heather. Heather, are you with us?
I am.
Yay! All right, Alex is gonna pin your screen.
Okay, great. Thank you guys. Sorry I couldn't speak earlier. I had to turn off my iPad. So welcome you guys. I'm from Michigan, and I take Christmas very seriously. I love the snow in winter and winter magic. And what I love to do is I love to make jewelry that has a winter flare more than a Christmas flare so that we can wear it all season long. And so I'm going to just share some items that we've been adding to the website over the last week that are Christmas themed or winter themed. No matter what you're celebrating this time of year, you can make some cute little jewelry. We have snowflake charms, and these can be used really simple, quick earrings, or you can use them on a bracelet. I'm going to show a bracelet in just a second. We also have snowflake beads, and the beads are two-sided. And these are all handmade out of polymer clay and hand-painted by me and Mr. Humblebeads. And then we just added a bunch of fire polish tonight. I've really been into just this little bit of sparkle and color that the fire polish is giving. So we added some holiday colors, and look how cute they look with all of my little willow birds that we have in the same color family. So those are all new on the website, the fire polish. And then the birds are been around for a while. We introduced the cardinal last week, so excited to have those. And you guys can find all of this at humblebeads.com. I do have 2 kits currently, and we did the project last Wednesday, so you can go on the Humblebeads Facebook page or YouTube page and watch the video with the instructions for last week. And so we have the winter bird kit with the little wreath that we made down here. And then I have a wax linen knotted bracelet. And here you can see how I featured the snowflake. So those are the 2 kits. They're limited edition, and they're selling pretty briskly. So if you'd like a kit with these projects, the directions are up already, so you can go and watch the video. So those are my kits. And now I want to share with you guys the meat of tonight, of my little portion here. I'm going to show you guys, a little Christmas village. So these are 3 ideas of what I've done for pendants. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make this little wreath right there. And so we're going to take 18 gauge wire. This is para wire in the art metal color. And I'm going to take about 20 inches just because I always rather have more than I need. And I'm going to take just this little bottle here. It's about 1 inch. And I'm going to wrap my wire around my bottle. Now, if you have Sarah's Fancy Jig, you could use that instead. And I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller. Okay, I'm going to wrap this around 3 or 4 times to make it into a little wreath. And of course, I'd like it to look good, but I'm in a hurry. So, okay, I have about 5 inches on this side and way too much on this side, but that's okay. I'm going to pull this through the wreath, and I'm going to do this several times, getting it as tight as I can. And I'm going to space these out. Some are going to be close to each other, and then others are going to be a little bit further apart. And you really want to get those as close as you can to the wire wreath, the first wraps that you did. And I'm going to go about halfway down. I'm not going to completely cover this because I want some of the wire underneath to show. I'm going to cut this off in the back. And you want to pull that little tail in. Make sure it's really close to your wire, you guys. Probably want to cut that off a little bit more. That's always the trick, right? Okay, and I'm going to clean that up with a Sharpie afterwards. Now I'm going to take the other wire and repeat on this side. Skipping a little bit of space so that it has that brambly look, like a these are more like those twig reefs that you see. Okay, I'm liking that. I'm going to do one more, and then this guy is going to be done. Now with this little copper spot in the back, you can just take a black Sharpie and color that in so that it's not showing. And if your wreath isn't quite round, you can just take your pliers and reshape it just a little bit. Okay, I'm liking that guy. And now I have these little tiny beach leaves. And here they are regular. I painted them with the Colorful Soul paint from Vintage. And so that's what we have, just a light little coat on here. And I'm going to cut off my little end. And I just added these to the website tonight, so that's where you're going to find them. I'm going to pull this end around to make a little hook. And I'm going to find a spot that I want to put it on here. It's going to be on the top here. And so I'm going to separate just a tiny bit without hurting anyone. That's the trick. Oh, I might have made that too tight. So I'm going to stick this in here. I'm just going to pretend we're doing it because I don't want to spend too much time. But I would force that open, stick that guy in there, pinch it tight, and then I used a little bit of Gorilla Glue to glue it on to the points where it was touching on the wire. So if it's on here and it was touching on the end here, I glued it on. And so that's what I did on here so that he doesn't move around. And you can see him. Let me make sure I'm in the camera so you can see how that's pinched around the end there, and then I glued it on this spot right here. So I painted the rest of these components. They were all the natural brass, and this one looks like a little Christmas tree. It's not supposed to be, it's just a triangle with a design, but I turned it into a little Christmas tree and did some wire wrapping on the bottom with the little fire polish beads. So let's put some of these together, and you can mix or match. The little houses are created by me. They're polymer clay and painted. Each one's handmade and one of a kind with slight variations. So I'm going to start with a big loop using my wire. Make that open just a little bit more. And stick it on the wreath. Then I'm going to slide on my bead. And this is my Winter Branches, definitely one of my most popular beads of all time. People just love this one. And I'm going to do a loop on the top here. And then slide on an etched jump ring. So I love fancy jump rings. I think they add a lot to your designs. So this is house number 1. So how many of you would pick this house in the Christmas Village to live in? And so there we go. House number 1, all done with a cute little winter wreath on the bottom. Second one is super easy. I did 3 little dangles with the fire polish. And let me just show you guys this. If you have not seen this, you need to ask Santa for one of these for Christmas. And this is the one-step looper. This is a 1.5 millimeter, and Abby from the Bead Place carries these, so you guys could run over there and order one for yourself tonight if you've been really good, or ask for Santa to put one in your stocking. All you do is put your bead on there with the wire, and if it doesn't close up all the way, which takes some practice, but there you have nice little uniform dangles each time. So that's my secret trick for a lot of these little tiny dangles. You just do a bunch at one time. Super fun and super easy. I'm going going to take a little tiny 5mm jump ring and add my 3 little dangles here without dropping them. And my little painted flower. Thought it kind of looked like holly. And again, the little, I mean not flower, the leaf. We added those tonight too, and I did paint that one also. Now I'm going to grab some of my favorite wire. This is twisted wire that is 18 gauge and it's brass. And I'm going to start with a loop on the top here. And you always break that little neck so your piece is right above. And I like to do, if I have a choice, I like to do the little loop on the top of the houses first. So that's just a little me thing. I like to have the loop on the top of the houses. And I'm going to do this one a simple loop. So I'm just using simple loops. The nice thing about the heavy duty wire is it holds its shape really nicely. So, and it looks really pretty too. It's a nice little decorative touch. I have another textured jump ring, and I'm going to add my little dangle here to the textured jump ring. And then we're on to our third village, and I call this one the little elf shack. So this is a little elf shack in our village. Here you have the house in the woods, and now the winter cabin. So we're going to grab some more of our 18 gauge twisted wire. And again, simple loop on the top and bottom. I'm going to put my little cottage on here. And you could add little spacers and tiny rondelles. You could get fancy with all sorts of little things underneath the houses if you wanted. But I just kept these simple. Just letting the little art beads do all the talking tonight. Okay, I have my 2 ends didn't quite match up, so just grab your 2 pliers and twist them so that they're going in the same direction. And I'm going to grab this guy, which means I twisted that wrong. But I'll fix it after the video and we'll pretend it's right. You guys don't mind pretending, do you, for my sake? Okay, and another jump ring on the top here. And I grabbed this one that had the edge texture. I thought it looked really nice with the etched texture that's on the pendant. And again, the pendant was the natural brass, and I painted it. And so here we have a little cottage and a Christmas tree pendant. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you guys about is making just a little added beaded chain. So I have 3 examples to go with my 3 pendants here. So this one, I just did the little fire polish on eye pins. And I'm doing 2 and grabbing, this is an 8mm jump ring. Oop. I'm going to open up this one. Usually what I would do is I would add all 4 at one time and then close up my jump ring. That would make more sense, right, guys? Okay. And so this, I would add it to this little guy with a little 5mm jump ring so that everything is going in the right direction. So that's one idea for your chain, for your beaded chain. The next one, I took those same little fire polish, these are little red ones, and I've added them to head pins, and I just added this to the chain I skipped 3 links and then added it to the 4th link, and so that would look really cute with my little winter branches house. And then the final one, super simple. I just made a rosary chain with eye pins and little 4 millimeter drooks, and they look like little snowballs. And so I would add that to this guy. And I forgot to put his the little elf shack needed a jump ring too. I like to use these big jump rings, and so I would add that on there. And that is my 3 super quick and easy pendant ideas. These make really cute stocking stuffers, teachers' gifts, or presents for friends that just love the whimsy and magic of Christmas. So there's my Christmas village, guys. You can get all of this at humblebeads.com. All of the beads. I don't sell chain, but I sell the check glass and the metal components. All right. Thank you guys for having me. Abby, thank you so much.
Thanks, Heather.
Yes, thank you guys.
All right. So, Candy, how are we doing?
Oh my gosh. So, you know what? This is the joys of being old and having a new computer. I went to move it and I hit the power button and nothing has been the same since. It's like the second time today. So whatever, I'm just going to mosey over to my workbench. Happy holidays, everybody. Thanks for having me, guys. This is so fun. Are you guys talking back or is it just me now?
No, we muted,
here.
but thank you.
Don't mute. It's the more the merrier, as
Sorry
they
to scare
say.
you.
Oh my gosh. So, okay. So let's belly up to my workbench. You know, we love sparkle every day, but we're extra sparkly around the holidays. Even my trees and my workbench are sparkly. Those of you that follow me online know I like always redo my whole setup for Christmas and New Year's and all of that. So it's a 5-minute project. You know, I made my earrings in the car on the way to my wedding. So I'm no stranger to a last second gift. And that's what I brought today. So let me turn my camera around. And I'm new to this platform, so we're going to switch over to the back camera. Here we go. Tell me if this looks weird, guys. How's it looking so far? Looks about like your workbench at home.
It looks great.
We got the checks. That's all that matters. Okay, here we go. So 2 things that are like super fun. One is our beading chains. These are round snake chains, and we sell them as a kit. I think Tori's watching tonight. She's going to post some links maybe to these kits. But the secret sauce is the beads that you string on them. And I know we have a lot of different folks watching, and all of you have your own styles. These chains, we have them in antique brass and antique silver. You can use them with your artsy handmade lampwork beads. You can use them with Heather's beads. You can use them with large hole check. There's a lot of different possibilities that you can do with them. They come with little end findings so that you can add little charms and dangles and make a lariat. I'm big on lariats right now. So how they function is this is a little slider clasp, and it I'm just going to unstring one side of it, but it's a pressure fit and the chain slides right through it. And then I've got mine like already assembled, but then you would string your beads. Did mine just explode into a million pieces? Yeah, it did. But then you can string your beads. We do tiara cast large hole spacers. So like you could put one of those on either side, followed by your we sell Austrian crystal beads. I put some fun amethyst ones out here, but these are 2-hole beads. And that chain, you want to keep it running like railroad tracks. Admittedly, I've had a couple sips of my cocktail, and it's like, I don't know if I can even string this large hole bead at this point, along with the technical difficulties. And then you just keep adding your beads and parts and pieces as you go. You can bring your chains together. You can take them through another 2-hole bead. You can, I saw one by one of our friends here that she did a bunch of those nugget spacers in the middle of each of the crystals to kind of give them more spacing between. But these are cool and they're sparkly and they look great once you finish them up. Our beads, we have them, these 2-hole, they're 14 millimeter. We have them in all different colors. You just got to make sure that you keep them running together. This board is the one I use in photo, and it has snow all over it. So if you see stuff, it's not you, it's all my sparkle. So then once you get to the end, how they work is you take one side, and this is probably the hardest part of the project, but if you look, that has a little rubber stopper on the inside. You put that through one of them, one side first, and then you force the other side of the chain through like that. And then that gives you a pressure fit, and it just makes a cute little lariat project, lariat piece with sparkle. I don't know how much you can make this project for. 25 bucks, Tori. It's not bad for a high quality necklace. These chain kits are made exclusively for us, and we love them. So that's one quick idea for just about anybody. Okay. Second idea tonight, because I love you, I made a new sparkle bracelet kit. I only have 40 of them because we can't get as many chains as I would have liked to have had. But I'll take it off I'm going to take my camera off the tripod right now. But this is what I'm calling my 2022 Earthy and Bright Scrap Bracelet. Each of the crystals is a different color. I think it kind of embodies this group. But these are our signature sparkle bracelet kits. It's one of the very first thing that I began to sell. All of these are Austrian crystals. They're made in Austria. It's the good stuff. And we have all kinds of kits in our shop. Let me see if I can lower the bracelet down, or lower the camera down a little bit here. All right, here we go. And all you need is either our pushover prong tool, but if you don't have one of those, you can easily use your chain nose pliers, or sometimes I even use the end of a Sharpie marker. So whatever you have that's kind of flat. But how these work is you just line up your crystals, definitely like pre-line up your crystals ahead of time. And then you'll take the end of your, like whatever end you want to start with. We have some of our friends that follow us that can make these in 10 minutes flat. So I can't think of a better gift than a sparkly bracelet. It's a 9-inch. Oh, before I forget, it's 9 inches. Let's see if I can jump out here. 9 inches end to end, about 6 inches of crystals, 6.5. But once you set your crystal down in the cup chain, then you can use your chain nose pliers or the pushover prong tool to roll the pliers or the prongs over. And you can see I'm anchoring that crystal with my thumb. Today we have a special gift for everybody watching. It's Tgbe gift. Tgbe gift. If you place an order right now for something that you're watching now through midnight, Tgbe gift, you get a special trinket for watching this presentation with us. We love giving away free things. And this is no different. But you see how my pliers are just rolling this prong tool over? We have so many people that can't open a jump ring, but they can make these bracelets. So even if you're like, I want to get some kits and have my girlfriends over to make them as a little holiday get together idea, you can totally do that with these bracelets. You don't have to have any like super hardcore experience. to make these. So that means it's not going to be annoying for you having to make everybody's project, you know? We've all been there where we end up making someone else's, which some people like that. Some people would rather sit around and eat and, you know, can you just make this for me? I'd rather sit around and craft than small talk, you know, surfacey small talk, right, you guys? Anyway, so once you get going, this is, you know, just like it just goes together in a snap. You can kind of line up your crystals, what feels good, what feels right or whatever, but just set them in. Also right now we're doing something kind of fun. These are addicting too. Some people have like 10s to 50s to hundreds of these. We've done them for a good 5 years now in all different colorways. And some people have, I think, every one we've ever done. But look at that when it's done. It's a super pretty bracelet. And this is one I've traveled so hard with this one. But we're also doing, I don't know if I told you guys this. No, I have. But we have our new store. It's called Nostalgica. See our bracelet stack. Nostalgica.com. That's what we ended up doing because this is kind of a whole new world. But this month, now through Christmas, it's Happy Holidays from the Sneaky Santa. So we're randomly dropping in treats in your orders. I am the Sneaky Santa. I love surprises. I love the holidays. I love any excuse to craft up pretty things and make my space beautiful. It's what makes my heart sing. But I'll give you this is my little work area. And I don't know, you know, I think there's no time more special than, you know, when we're making things for, you know, people we love and celebrating each other and all of that. So on that note, was that 5 minutes? I'm going to turn the camera back around towards me. How'd I do?
That
5 minutes?
That was so good.
So good?
I'm not keeping track of time. So
all right. You're very kind. But you guys, I can't thank everybody enough for tuning in. We're all about the sparkle, 5-minute sparkle.
well, thanks, Sandy.
Thank you, guys. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you and everybody watching. All right. So, hi, I'm Abby with The Bead Place. This is Alex. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight so far. And thanks to all the other presenters that have been showing us beautiful, quick gift ideas. I have definitely gotten some ideas that I think I'm going to utilize this holiday season. Let us know in chat if you have found value from this stream so far. Before we get started on our project, I want to mention a couple of things, messages from presenters that weren't able to join us tonight. So Allegory Gallery has some fantastic laser cut wood and acrylic pendants that can be decorated for ornaments, or you can use them as necklace bases. Lots of different projects that you can create with those awesome laser cut pendants. So you can go to allegorygallery.com to check out their pendants that they design and that they cut out with fancy lasers. They were out of stock for a while, but they are back. Also, Kay from Stars Beads. She has her live stream actually that she does weekly that kind of coincides with what we're doing tonight. So she's not able to make it tonight, but she was hoping that we would let you guys know that she has awesome gemstone bracelet kits. You can find those on her new website, beadoria.com. And also in her live stream tonight, she'll be featuring ornament ideas as well. I hope that all of that information is correct. I've got it all in here. So without any further ado, let me show you what we have to cover tonight. So we are showing you guys the quickest things for us to show you actually, and that's pre-made kits. So when we heard quick gift ideas, my first thought is the tier cast quick kits. What am I trying to say? Quick kits. I got it. So if you go to beadplace.net, you can shop these quick kits. Now, a lot of these are, well, not all, a lot of them, all of them are beautiful on their own. You can create them and give the finished item as the gift, or because they're in such beautiful, well done packaging, you can give the gift of this kit. So you can encourage others in your life to be creative. And I think that creating with your friends is a fantastic experience. So not only think about giving this gift or giving this kit as a gift, but something you might consider is gifting an experience as well. So maybe a coupon for an afternoon where you craft together. Or if that's not really your style and you're just cranking them out real quick, these kits are fantastic to just whip up a really easy project. So Becky, I believe, is linking the specific kits that we're showing tonight. This particular one, the All Who Wander necklace, is actually reversible. It has this beautiful redwood charm on it. And if you follow us on Instagram, you might have seen that we've been posting reels with ideas on how to customize this. So on the front, it's a beautiful redwood charm. And on the back, it says, not all who wander, or not all those who wander are lost. Now, with a lot of these, actually with all of them, they have these beautiful tiara cast pieces on them that have a lot of detail work. And one of my favorite things to do when I see designs that have been stamped or etched, anything that has little recessed areas in it, I like to just slap some Gilder's paste in there. So if you're unfamiliar with Gilder's paste, it is a product that I like to use to make things different looking. So it is a paste wax. It's a semi-permanent paste wax that you can use to add color to your designs. So you can add a patina finish on the components that are in your kit if you want to take things up a notch, or you can kind of completely cover any of the totally recessed areas. Oh, we are out of focus, aren't we? I'll try to hold it still so you can see. Are you able to go in and correct that at all? No? Okay. Well, you guys will have to just head on over to, there we go. Thanks, Alex. You guys will have to head on over to Instagram to see better pictures of what I'm trying to show you. So this is another one of the redwood charms that we kind of customized using diamond glaze. And this time we used paper with it. So we cut up little squares of paper and we added a layer of, closer? Oh.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. It keeps wanting to focus back here. Maybe I'll put this back here. So anyway, we added some little cuts of paper with the diamond glaze and then did a clear gloss coat over the top of it. You can see it closer
Tina
on
said,
Instagram.
I thought I had too much to drink for a minute.
I loved what Candy had to say about maybe not being able to string through the large hole beads as easily.
Oh, yeah.
So I just want to show you guys real quick an easy project that you can do. Oh, hello. So an easy project that you can do with some of these other decorative tiara cast pieces. You can add these bezel charms onto any of the kits that we showed already, or you can create fun little earrings or what am I trying to say? Luna bracelet charms out of these. But this is our leaf. It's our 1/2-inch leaf bezel charm. And in this one, you can see, I hope they can see. You can see it. You can see we've added a fun picture. And then on top of that, there's an actual glass dome. So a lot of times if you use beginner-friendly projects or products like diamond glaze, what can happen is it'll leave a flat sheen on top, like flat, like dimension wise, not like texture wise. This is still glossy, but it's flat, meaning it's not domed, but we want that really fun dome. Well, epoxy and resin, things like that, take a long time to cure. So an easy way to get that domed look is by using a dimensional adhesive like Diamond Glaze to kind of fake it with a glass dome blank. So what I'm going to show you guys real quick is that I have some fun scrap paper here. On this, I've already applied a piece of packing tape over my ink or over my paper with the ink. And that prevents there from being any funny reactions that happen with the Diamond Glaze and the picture. Sometimes certain inks, certain colorants will do funny things with the Diamond Glaze. But if you put a piece of packing tape over the top, it will remain clear for a long time. So that's just an extra step that I recommend. So once you have your packing tape over your paper, what you're going to do is cut out a 1/2 inch circle. If you have a 1/2 inch template, that's awesome. You can use that and just draw a circle. They also sell 1/2 inch paper punches at the craft store, or you can just freehand it. So I'm just using scissors to cut out a circle, and through the magic of TV, I already have one done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my bezel. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I am going to add just the smallest drop of Diamond Glaze on my bezel here, just the smallest drop. And what that's going to do is it's going to adhere my circle to the back of my bezel. And I'm going to press down on it with my finger pretty hard so that that Diamond Glaze kind of evenly disperses across the back of the picture. So that first dot kind of adheres the picture down to the bezel. This is what we've got so far. So if you want to, you can go in and twist it so that it's in the right orientation. You want to make sure it's exactly how you want it. Then what we're going to do, you don't even have to let it dry. What we're going to do is we're going to go right in on top with another dot of Diamond Glaze. Try to not blow big bubbles with it like I just did. If you have bubbles in it, what you can do is take a pin, like a head pin or a push pin, and just kind of stab at it. If that doesn't work, what I like to do is just tap it gently with my fingers. And if that doesn't work, you can use a pin or head pin to kind of push the bubble over to the side. And then chances are it'll pop. So now that I have my Diamond Glaze on and I don't have any bubbles, I'm going to take my glass dome and I'm going to press it down. I'm going to center it and I'm going to press it hard. And what I'm doing when I press it hard is I want to make sure that a little bit of that Diamond Glaze is kind of seeping up over the edges. You'll notice that this is just slightly smaller than the bezel frame itself. And that is because we want a little bit of that Diamond Glaze to seep up over the edge so that when it dries, that almost creates like a bezel for it, or like a prong over the top of it, where it is going to hold it in a lot more securely. So the glass is slightly smaller to allow room for that Diamond Glaze to come up and hold the glass on. So these make super fun earrings, a charm on a bracelet, a charm on a necklace, or you can attach them on to kits like this that have a little collection of charms in the front. Okay, that's all we got for you tonight. We'll go back to feature everybody who is still with us. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jason. We're trying to get everybody unmuted so that we can all thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
So fun, you guys.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Not only all the presenters, but everybody in chat as well. This has been super fun. So that we can all thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Sorry.
Technology.
Sorry.
So does anybody have anything else they want to add before we go?
Nope, just that we love you guys.
Yeah.
Yay, happy holiday season,
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Make sure to mark your calendar for the Midwinter Market coming up in January. I believe it starts the 13th and with our preview night, and then it goes the 14th and the 15th. So make sure that your calendar is marked for our next Great Bead Extravaganza event.
So fun.
Yay!
It's like those weekends we just rage.
Yep.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye,
Thanks,
everyone.
everybody.
Thank you.